Так, ребят, всем привет. Мы начинаем 13-й стрим по Baldur 3. Надеюсь, сейчас у меня не будет проблем с вылетами и со всем прочим, потому что были проблемы. Надеюсь, все будет нормально, сможем нормально играть. И те места, которые мы проходили до этого, я плюс-минус уже проскочил, скажем так. Соответственно, сейчас я... Угу. Ладно, наверное, будем хиляться чисто банками.
Salutations. Someone there?
Это 8.
All right. What now?
What's next?
Он скажет, что они у него есть. Где-то вон, да. Угу. Это надо, вот это надо, зато вот это тоже. Даже вот так лучше. Остренько, хоть все стрелы были как-то плюс-минус в одном месте группированы.
There is work to do.
I applaud your taste.
Looking
На
ahead.
этом мы делаем сейф
Need to find a way forward.
сразу же. Сохранение завершено. В кои-то веки нормально, все хорошо. Я уже на самом деле, заскучал за отсутствие сохранений. Мне не очень нравится, что у меня один раз до следующего.
All right, time to see what new horrors waiting for us.
You. What have you done? Huh. What have you done to me? How dare you interfere? You are like the digits of a hand. It is for you to act, not to decide. You serve the Absolute. You serve me. Bow, you dog. Bow! The prism. You've had it all this time. You worm. You will bow before me. And if you will not bow, you will... You.
How good it is to see you again, Ketherick. At last you found a godmaster that suits you, it seems.
Halen, the thief. You stole Isabel from me, and now you think you'll take my life in the bargain?
You dare to speak her name. After your crimes innumerable, you would evoke her before me!
Enough! This ends, here and now. At last.
He will crumble at the power of your touch. Give him all you have. The gods fight at our side!
Ну, есть какие-то еще сквайры вон. Некромиты, некромиты. Катерик, Торм 145. Янда. Некромиты, некромиты. Что за сквайр? Это? А, это пес. Пес.
Don't linger.
Another step forward.
I'm ready.
One can't always be a gentleman.
А минус класс.
Focus your attack, soldiers!
Что-то все гела бьют.
Die. Please help me.
No escape.
Их 3.
Step quick.
Now.
Сдох. Радует.
Let me recite their demise.
Отлично, остался Катерик.
Take you.
Let's have some fun. This way.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
I don't fancy their chances.
Let's light them up.
Больно бьет, конечно. Инкубатор сумонит, гад.
My lord beckons me. You must return to your prison, and my daughter must be reclaimed.
Your daughter? Isabel.
You will fall as sure as she. This has only begun.
That tentacle was colossal. How can such a thing be possible?
That thing came from below. We need to find out where it took Ketherick.
Moving ahead.
It's been a long day. Better stop to rest soon.
Ну что, у Катерика даже левел такой себе. Ключ.
Anything of use? Let's have a look.
Прошло лучше, чем я думал. В целом.
The General will call that a tactical retreat, I'm sure. But you have him on the run. That thing he summoned was illicit. Follow it below and find him, before he has a chance to subdue the Night Song again. Better they stay here, and hold the tower should Ketheric's army catch wind of our assault. But if you have room for one lone soldier, I would face Ketheric by your side. If our luck holds, they won't need to. If it doesn't, well, they are Harpers. But the sooner we reach Ketheric and rob his army of their reason to fight, the better. Theory and supposition, none of which will help us in the fight to come. Ketheric must die, and the Absolute with him. We will work out the details as they rear their ugly heads. You have numbers enough already, I think. Good hunting.
Ну погнали в долгий отдых, чё? Это точно надо. Что такое-то за миссика? Go show the heart, давайте поговорим. Может, что-нибудь да будет.
Thank you. I think any... I'm sorry.
Greeting.
The disc appears in your mind's eye. Lae'zel sees it too, and considers the vision.
Quite similar to the boy's slate from the creche. The tissue are enciphered, but I see the pattern. It's another... I'll translate that. The Prince of the Comet. The histories tell us that Commander Voss, Gestil Kithrak, pierced Prince Orpheus clean through with his sword of silver. Vlaakith's faithful roar out this tale, but beneath the roars, we hear whispers. The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from... Praise be to Mother Gith, Queen of the One Sky. This is more than a fable. It's an affront to the undying Queen Vlaakith. Gith's son died to Voss's blade. Orpheus, it is not just improbable, it is impossible. Kithrak Voss and his red dragon slayed the fell prince. You could no more resurrect him than you could glue my Vash taught that the silver bells of Vlaakith's court still ring out before every hunt in As a child, I longed to hear them for myself, and sing in praises to the deathless queen and her Githraki, Tiamat's emissary. It was he who carried word that Mother Gith had negotiated the gift of the dragons, and that Vlaakith the First would preside as queen of the Githyanki. Ifalaman remains the queen's consort to this day, as endless as the empire he now serves. Anything more?
Hey, soldier.
Вот теперь можно спокойно за Катериком бежать. Да.
The hole yawns back at you, impossibly wide. A single tentacle burrowed through stone.
What are you? No. We are not jumping down there.
Будем, Астарион, будем.
This is an Illithid colony. This must be where they harvest the tadpoles. We're close to the source of the infections.
All of this sitting beneath moonrise. For how long?
If Mistra were here, I don't think she'd be best pleased with me for doing that. She was always rather fond of pixies. Still, I'm sensing no signs of any divine retribution incoming. Not quite sure what to make of that. Certainly seems that way, doesn't it? And so long as I have her mission ahead of me, I suspect she'll not... may not be the most savory kind of magic, but it will taste sweet enough if it brings us to the heart of the Absolute in one piece. Quite the pair of legs you've got on you to make that... No, Mistra wouldn't have issued an order like that if she was content for it to be ignored. She meant it. Perhaps so much so that... Oh, come. Best keep moving.
В ту сторону хоть идти. По мембрана.
Tread carefully. We are very close to the source of the Absolute now. That telepathic storm has become a tempest.
Assemble. 'Assemble. 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 '
Но очень зря.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Давайте, рывочек. Молодцы.
Time to deal some punishment.
Excellent. Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
Не понял, что там за клинок фронтира квест. А. Вот так. Я все-таки сюда должен идти, да?
The stench. I wonder how many pilgrimages to Moonrise ended down here. I have something to ask.
No will sparks behind his eyes. His mind has been hollowed out to better echo the commands of the collective. You could kill it, end its miserable life of enslavement. Surely that would be the humane thing to do. Or you could take advantage of its vulnerability and plunder what's left of its hollow mind for anything that could serve you.
Chop, chop. Help them. Big part of one mind.
With a lurch, you realize he means the intellect devourers. Here, the brain.
But there is one. Little kitty. Same song. As you locked up. Bad kitty. Nursery. Here. They become. Down deep, one of three.
Pliant as well-worn boots, his mind turns to his work. Chop, cut, shiver of impact, crack of bone. He removes the brains, digs free the squirming tadpoles. The unworthy ones given over to the illithids. To become...
Yes.
Prepare the march. My chosen gather below.
Wait. Not for long. Time. At last. No more chop.
Can't slow down. Death is but a word away. Come on then. Survival is all that matters.
Discern, faithful. We depart.
Bet I can crack that open.
Watch your back. Let's crack it open.
Still breathing.
We are free! But perils remain, near and far. Better to stay together. We will remain with you.
Over there. That's a little too much blood.
Open up. An offering from Moonrise Towers. Better not be cursed.
To the death.
There goes nothing. Don't waste a step.
Лети, лети.
easy these days.
Не прошли через огонь. У этого 1, у этого 3 хп.
On my way.
Talk to me.
Лончик, точно.
Never a dull moment. Best be on my way.
Отлично, хорошо подошел.
Time to move.
Another fight. Let's go.
Я думаю, этих смысла особо болтать нету. Главное, вон там он стоит.
Symbols are nonsense to me. So why can I read them?
Empty vessel, nothing more. Lending voice to elder law. Every day he comes. Every day for 3 days to ask me how I feel. I want to tell, but I am confused. Which we are his pets. His Lord Gortash. The first, yes. 5 days since he put that thing in my eye. He says I am the last. That the other subjects have all changed. Eye hurts. Head hurts. But he says he's given me a place of honor, so he can repeat his miracle and true soul. She whispers in my mind, praise the absolute. Separate cells. I never saw them, but... My head! I can feel them in my head! Pardon? Wouldn't do to phlegm all over Lord Gortash during my first performance, would it? Right. A jester, are you? Ah, you must be vying for... He heard me singing in Beggar's Rest. Said he needed someone to give voice to lost knowledge. A little over my head, being honest. But the Lord has gold. I trust he knows his business. Now, I'd best
Зашквар.
warm up.
Ёпрст.
Truly? And my ma said the singing would...
Тут ничего интересного. Вверх. Если вон там спасти дело, то сейчас я вообще хз куда иду. Может быть. Ага. Знакомое местечко. Кстати. Пошлите спасем чела тогда, наверное. Не стоит спасти там чувака того. Это проход куда-то и спуск. За очередное осветление. Идем сюда, значит. Чё на хп так мало? Понял. Это побольше будет. Чё?
Mind flayers and civilians, side by side. This must be where they infect and transform those they kidnap.
Still on my feet. I'll strike you down.
Over here.
Well, so much for peace. What path lies before me? Victory is assured. Indeed.
To concentrate.
Mutilate them. These boots have seen everything. What's hiding here?
The device does not react to your presence. You remember the shattered windows of Elturel's high cathedral, the burning black sky of Avernus beyond. In its horror, the blood war unites you. Tiefling, dwarf, and elf alike huddle behind the shields of your paladin order, waiting for salvation. But when it comes, disunity, the returned city casts your people out, the devils who dragged them down to hell. In the end, it is not your paladin oath that is broken. It is your faith itself. The device releases a stream of fragmented memories and emotions. All that remains of... Your tadpole forms a telepathic connection with the device, and a chorus every mind flayer in the room calls out hungrily from its pod, seeking release and sustenance. But there are others in the pods, those not yet infected, not yet elithid, terrified, desperate to escape. The device is open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
Moving.
Enough! My mind is
Удар.
Stay focused.
I didn't think I was going to make it. Thank you. I owe you an explanation. Much more than that. But first, please, the others, the ambush. Tell me they survived. I do not. But if you know what happened, well, you deserve to know all of it. We were ambushed by cultists, yes. And then I heard her, their false god, whispering promises in my mind. I would be a paladin again, with a god's purpose, a god's power. Everything I needed to protect my people. And all the while, the cult tortured them. They fought and ran and died around me, while I imagined myself their savior. By the time I regained my senses, it was too late. I did not just surrender to the Absolute. For a moment, I welcomed it. I fell short of that mark in Avernus, and even so, it was not so bad as this. I won't make excuses. I can't make amends. But I know something of what you came to do. Ketherick is below. He thinks you're no longer a menace. Descend. If there are any more survivors to be found, I'll find them and lead them out of this place. They have you. Go, my friend. Please, let me do this much.
Well, yes. Oh, получилось.
What path lies before me?
Hells. Finish what you...
No traps, please.
Oh, stench. I'm beginning to think I should have stayed in that pod. In there it only smelled like me. Is there any news about Duke Ravengard? Did he get out alive? No. Tell by your expression.
Нафиг. Мы ж не знаем, вон же он еще.
Brine pools, but empty of tadpoles.
Is that Mazora inside?
Unusual. Harvesting all the larvae indicates they are getting...
By Grazit's cock, it's about time you came! Thought you'd have figured it out by now. Now, enough sniffing around and get me out of this thing.
Do it, and I'll let Will off his leash. A devil always keeps her promises.
Your eyes turn to the control panel next to the pod. The controls are open to your tadpole's command, to your authority. You can make no sense of the symbol. The button symbol means nothing to you.
Good work. I'd give you a gold star, but I'm fresh out. As for the pact... Clause Z, Section 13. If the Soulbinder consents to separation, she will release the Soul Bearer from all obligation within 6 months.
Oh, 6 months is a trifle. You barely read through a single bookcase in Candlekeep in such a time.
Ignorant thing. It's always the terms and conditions that get you. Not going to happen, but I do like your spot. Right. I'm out of here, but don't you fret. If you survive this place, I'll find you. The pup will be needing me. Count. Oh, and ask Will how we met. I've loosened his tongue. It's real cracker of a tale. Ta-ta.
Always room for more?
Дарма, говорят.
I wonder what the next move is.
The absolute moves.
Onward. Ever onward.
At the ready.
Embrace death. Become death. Gather yourself. Victory.
Not design.
General Thorm was attacked. The order to evacuate given. You should not be here. I conclude you are one of the attackers.
And away I go.
With finesse.
Not even the worms will Aligarchus once I'm done with you.
Сейчас.
Have to keep going.
slow down. Something good here, I hope.
Baldur's Gate will know my design. Our design.
По размерам.
The city, every soul made true.
Алтарчик у них такой, да?
Let's see what this does.
О, ну целует. Добрый вечер. Еще один. Как-то визуально я все здесь. Электроном там уже. Так что мне нужно качнуть вот это. Риончик. Давайте бахнем его тут в это.
Enough sitting around. Let's go hurt someone.
Здесь дверь вообще. Блин, какая флотилия? Я одного вижу. А, вон второй, третий. Ну это да. Не сказать, что приятно. Вот тут еще отхил есть. Прям должен быть файт. Все тригенды, прям все. Большой отдых был сейчас.
A background murmur, the presence in your mind builds to a roar.
We've found it. The Absolute is behind this door.
Это просто старший мозг и все. Че вы?
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes. With cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. How it crawls with failure, like flies on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I have played my part.
You've built an army for our masters, true enough. But what of the astral prism? A rogue true soul flaunting it under your nose all this time, and you ran from him.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Ketherick. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up. So you haven't lost your edge, but you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager. The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews again, 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 again. But he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Ketherick, might I suggest closing your fist? Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city, and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
The Edict of Bane!
The Lash of Thor!
The Testament of Merkel!
An elder brain. One of the cruelest and most powerful creatures in existence. Enslaved by mere mortals.
Look at that crown. It radiates with power unlike anything I've ever seen. To have it. To hold. Oh, if only I could. But I can't. This is it. I must do as Mystra commands. What choice do I have? More than just a goddess counts of my courage. Whole worlds hang in the balance. I do trust you. More than myself right now. Perhaps even more than Mystra. I have no desire to end your life, you know that.
Чё бы, любился в него.
To end it. To struggle on. It is a grave choice you're making for us both. But if it must be so... very well. I'll stand down. To stand by you.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guests. Behold, Duke Ravengard, the Absolute.
Heaven preserve us.
You wag your word flap in vain, Alderling. Once the worm holds the whip, your shredded flesh will serve us.
Now, it's really time we were going. We will empty this place and begin the march. You may catch up with the army once you've retrieved the weapon. And Ketherick, do try not to sulk. You're supposed to be the fearsome general come to conquer the city. And I am the hero who will save it.
It is time, faithful ones. March on Baldur's Gate. We go to prepare the way.
Let's get going.
Тут есть летит. Тут есть пару-тройку некромитов.
predicted. What is it, I wonder? You could have run away, absconded with the prism. The one thing that could prevent me from But the lure of one's destiny is irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out. The very fact of your being attests to its power. Despite your infection, you resisted the brain here in the heart of its domain. What good is an army of thralls if they do not obey their master? Let us speak plainly. My Lord Merkel gave me the one thing I desired, the one thing no other god could grant me. My daughter's life returned. Her heart beating once more. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. Join Orin and Gortash to grow the cult of the Absolute, and then take control of it. He's never had a more devoted follower. I have fought great wars before, in the service of other gods and other powers. But for Merkel, I would condemn all of Faerun to death. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. And you have brought the prism here. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant. Yes. Join the army of the dead, true soul. Witness Lord Merkel's glory.
Pointless attacking Ketherick while the night song's bound to him. She must be freed.
Понял, не жимся, чего? Держит бестию ночью, у него не воспринят физического урона, а как ее видеть? Стрельнуть надо, что ли? Чё? Ой.
This will do nicely. Time to push my luck again. Allow me to demonstrate.
Этот продолжает торговать баллом.
Of course. Deep and move. Swords meet sorcery. Striking distance.
Это, конечно.
Quickly. No choice but to keep going. Light on my feet. I speak, they burn.
В какой-то веке это начал нормально домашний.
Despite everything.
Уже минус Катерик Торм.
What a fool you are. You cannot kill me. I am eternal.
Что, реально прыгнешь?
Merkel, Lord of Bones, I am here. I am ready. I am yours. You dare end one who belongs to me. I am the smile of the world cleansed. I am the regrets of those who
dear.
Ну да, попал.
Now you wear a face to match your soul.
Почему он не хильнулся?
On my way.
Я вас понял. Хороший у него урон, однако. Кто там, кого он вызвал? Конечно, промах, блядь. Ще без Б.
Step by step.
Деву еще отпиздит. А меня-то что? А что она Астариона отпихнула сейчас? Где возрождение мое? Мысли. Ага. Понимаю, что Дохарт не выбрано ничего по какой-то непонятной причине, кроме первого уровня. Не, ну это загрузить, конечно же. Потому что, ну извините меня, у меня у Shadow Heart нет ни одной обилки, блин, второго, третьего и так далее уровня. Очень интересно, очень. А нужно это уже закончить. Отправиться в сторону третьего акта. Не то, что Shadow Heart по какой-то причине выбрано чисто заклинание, блин, первого уровня. Если честно, поражает. Вот это и точно надо. Вот это и точно надо. Возрождение и точно надо. Это порча не надо, защита тоже. Блин, было же у них какая-то обилка, порицание или... О, это вот это оно. Делаем, пожалуй, так.
What to do? Here goes nothing.
No longer a...
We've
Сейчас уже проскипаю этот ролик.
You sure that
the if or an edict.
The lash!
But I can't. This is it. What choice do I have? More than just a goddess counts for my courage. Whole worlds hang in the...
I do trust you. More than myself. I have no to end it. To struggle on. It is a grave choice you're making for us both. But if it...
There we are. It wouldn't do.
Preserve us. You wag your word.
Now, we and Ketherick. And I am the hero.
It is.
There you are, as predicted. What is it, I wonder, that draws one toward death? You could... But the Lord... Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. The bright flash of clarity. The very fact of your being. Let us speak. I have fought you. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you. Yes. Join the...
So long as Nightsong's in that cage, Ketherick will keep getting back up.
Вот это урон у него. Ну я не дамажу его. Я не понял, ну. $26. Давайте убьем его. Наверное, лучше здесь быть все-таки. Тех. Инкубатор. Выражение. Вот так-то. В общем, ну. А что-то не то.
Another fight. Let's go.
Он его выкинул полностью за этот самый? Мужик, ты там не присидел случайно?
That nearly ended me.
Тебе урон наносит или в чем прикол, я не могу понять. Что я сейчас сделал?
Spill some blood.
Can't afford to let up.
Пил, конечно, говно пиздец.
Another day, another fight.
Let's turn someone inside out. Feel their anguish.
Я не понимаю, почему она отталкивает. Ну вот так вот надо было.
Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master. My lord, hear me.
Ты просишь, умоляешь. Ха-ха.
Nothing. I am forsaken. You
Что она
have
творила?
no idea what you've done. Isabel.
The villain is the wretch! Together we have crushed him, brain and body. Now. Now. We pick our way toward our fates. Unleashed.
You have my sword. My fealty. Do what you must. Then we fly this foul place.
Они обращаются к Shadowheart, если я, блин, вот выбран даже специально.
The chosen of Merkel is dead. Permanently this time.
Ketheric's netherstone. It's in his armor. Take it.
One day I'll catch a break.
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Remarkable. Truly. And now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. To master an Elder Brain, to subdue it. Our enemies are formidable. The crown's markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's Netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasite, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain.
Netherese? These chosen are powerful indeed to have such magic in their command.
A temporary reprieve, but a welcome one. With a brain on its way to the city, its influence here is weakened. One of them I know, Lord Enver Gortash, an arms dealer and a slaver. A worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me, but the way she spoke, it is most likely she follows Baal, god of murder. Ketheric was a follower of Merkel, which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are the chosen of the dead three. Bane, Baal, and Merkel. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy. But working together and controlling an Elder Brain, I dare not imagine what they might achieve. We prepare for the fight of our lives, and the lives of everyone in Faerun. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. Within the city, an Elder Brain, brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into mind flayers. All it needs is an order. An order the Death God's chosen are on the cusp of giving.
Они что могут отдать
We
просто
must wrest
двое.
control of the brain from the chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance comes to strike, you must take it, for there may only be one chance.
What's in here?
Раздел Катерик. их я собирать не буду, вот сюда погнали. Здесь больше ничего нету. Я, по крайней мере, не вижу. Там все исследовано. Здесь вроде тоже. Ну тут что-то как бы... Ну... Можно выпить?
We ought to discuss our next steps.
I'm so tired. How do people do this all?
I can't help but feel like I've been fumbling in the dark for too long. And I've just had the crown! The one the Elder Brain was wearing. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete, that I didn't even recognize it at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. The ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. That crown sits on a gargantuan elder brain. We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown, as luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerer's Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can. Ha! Sorcerer's Sundries is no mere trading post. It's been serving the arcane community for centuries. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but you'll have to forgive my eagerness. But if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the...
Our enemies spread like rub rot. Treat one patch, an elder brain, bound by lost Netherese magic, with servants of the dead three holding the chain. Reminds me of old times. Extensively. Mind flayers too. But I never dreamed of seeing gods and Illithids working in consort. It is most disturbing. But take courage. We have killed a man who could not die, and stripped the Absolute's army of its general. You have a nether stone, and you're on the scent of two. These chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side when you confront them. Of course, falling foul of Ketheric convinced me that my grand adventures... But you convinced me otherwise. We ventured into darkness together. Now we've come out the other side. I'd say I'm feeling a little refreshed.
Это плюс милфа в...
When we reach Baldur's Gate, there will be even darker paths to tread. I will follow you wherever they lead. How does it compare to a shadow-cursed inn? With the Absolute's army gone, the Risen Road should be clear. We can follow it all the way to Baldur's Gate. There's a Harper's safe house in Worm's Crossing. Denthelin's Dancing X. We do well to check in with them before entering the city proper. Beyond that, our course is yours to set. I can recall how to take orders, as well as give them.
What's up for discussion?
The shadows yet fester. The dead three united under cover of darkness. The balance shifts. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do illithids possess souls? No. Nor canst thou count mind flayers among them. Yet, the three amass an illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, mortal? This is the question. Until such time, be availed of my services. Where matters of balance are concerned, I am eternally called. No. Yes, Bane, Lord of Darkness, Baal, Lord of... Once judged, ascended, then vanquished, as one, and as three. The alliance is reforged, mortal. The plains thus quake.
Any word on Nathaniel? And the curse? Sorry, I didn't mean... I'm just worried. Please. I don't know how much longer... Don't...
Так вот же Танель и Хальси стоят.
Nathaniel rests well. He's healing very rapidly, now that Oliver has returned to him. I knew I could put my faith in you. If only we had met sooner. I can't say for certain, but we'll see it come to pass long before this place recedes behind us. Don't worry. All is at hand. We can no more than my right hand can absorb my left. Oliver is helping Nathaniel to recover. They both lie dormant. Like, once the curse is lifted, they can stand as one or as a pair. Whatever. I hope they will remain as a pair. It will be good for them both to have a Still, I would like to return here someday. See Thaniel and Oliver again. In my meditations, or perhaps I have. But perhaps there is more that I want. Anyway, once the curse is lifted, nature can take its course without me. I belong at your side. Not what, who.
Aelin! Isabel! My love. You were dead. I saw your body.
I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer.
I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo.
I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead.
His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right?
I will be. And you?
In this moment, I want for nothing.
Лес бы девочки. Ух.
Ah, there you are. This is Aelin. Aelin, this is...
Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father.
May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew. And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later? We look forward to it.
You there, Sharon. By the fires of your camp's hearth, we will discuss all we must.
I'll be ready. Whatever you have to say had better be worth your life.
Now, you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's body.
Aelin! We'll see you later.
Ищите, ищите, девочки.
I owe you an apology. I saw you as a means to escape, nothing more. But when the sky lit up, when I followed... I apologize for not seeing your true worth, and for being... I wasn't sure you would. I appreciate it. And that's precisely... The Iron Hand Gnomes are going to save the city. And you can be part of it.
Три, блядь. Так-то лучше.
You see a column of fire that dominates the sky in a blazing inferno. Nothing more.
The plan is what it's always been. To bring the work, and problem is, Baldur's Gate is sick. Once the pinnacle of find me in the city. And once you see what it's become, you are welcome.
Just tell me what you need.
You'd make a fine.
Be gone.
Sorry.
Be gone.
Sorry.
Не к вам иду, блин, отстаньте.
Long, dark billow.
По квестам. Добыть камни. Квесты герцога. Вот все. Это все. Ну, го в лагерь. Смотрим, что там. Там, по идее, что-то должно быть. Это какой-нибудь ролик. Нет? Или да? О, эти девочки тоже здесь.
The shadows are losing their grip on these lands. Shah can indeed be thwarted.
I never saw myself as I was always more of a lurker-in, historically. Before anything else, to the public, Cazador is an ordinary noble. A little reclusive, perhaps, but just another... He has a grand palace on the hills of the gate, where he hosts... I don't know if he performed the ritual there. It feels too public. He'd risk exposure. I know. Subtle, isn't... I hope so. Because I'm not striking another deal with Raphael. Knows what he demands this time. But if the citizens of Baldur's Gate don't know anything, my brothers and sisters might. Cazador is a master of secrets, but the other spawn must have seen something.
The curse is broken and the shadows are lifting.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure, we're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun. Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist, and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpoled Grand Duke throw open the gates for them. Orin, I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like. Yes, but first, a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it? As would I, and more. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move.
The cult of the dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
To conjure the Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill, the Queen of Chaos. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not as there they were.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. As the maelstrom howls, Mizura's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness. And I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city. I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained, my soul was bound and my lips were sealed. It is the one scar I ever bore of it. Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak. I could flee to the spine of the world or the depths of the lower dark and still never shake her. She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizora's ever said. All that another pet added to her warlock menagerie. I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a... I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizora... I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word. Go. I understand. No, he did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst, and Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither. More than... The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched war.
Лах, неужели у Карлах
You
квест
saw
есть?
Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him? The tadpole, the absolute. How? I'd never have protected a Bay Knight even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast! He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who He can't get away with what he's done.
Wish we could stay and see what this place will be. He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I liked that. Not like that. I kept him safe, and he paid me well. Well enough to move my folks into a better neighbor. I respected him, trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. The whole thing with Zariel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. Zariel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't.
I would not linger in this land over long, but whatever your business...
I guess I can take care of myself.
I think we've done rather a good thing here.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer. Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, Most High. Darling Isabel is blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One. We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it. Pray, ask, and I will tell. Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb. Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side, Dame Aelin. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together, we will set this fair land free of tyranny. Ketheric Thorm, father of my one and only love, enslaver of Dame Aelin. Ketheric Thorm never did trust me, even when he worshipped the Moon Maiden. When she died, curse the day, the hour. We each of us mourned bitterly, but Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief, and she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. And Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live!
I can't believe it. And my father, by killing him, you set him free. You set Aelin free. A great deal. But still, Ketheric Thorm, he raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He When an emissary of Saruna came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight? That's exactly it. And I tell you, I took one look. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. I didn't know that then. But I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. I found last light within the shadows, made a shelter there, prayed my father. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. And myself. No matter. It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for I'm grateful for your help. Your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer. Feel my voice. Moon, my blessings upon the slayer of the wicked one. My darling Isabel says we will...
Let's get going. Another step forward. Ah, cursed to put my hands on everything.
What? Зиблор, что странно нету здесь.
I need a quick word.
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore. In due time, Mother Saluna will tell me when the time is right. Painful... Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore. I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. You must face them. I will help. Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the chosen of Bane and Bar. Pray, ask, and I will tell.
Получается, тут все. По квестам вроде уже все. Поговорить. Последний свет, значит. Погнали туда. Или все, тут уже не с кем говорить. Ну, Криса есть здесь, уже что-то.
Whoever or whatever is causing that light is on.
I don't think I've ever seen Harper's movie.
Видел уже.
The heart of the Absolute alive, thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies. You have the makings of a leader. Your actions have... Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey. Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others. Even if the buildings are demolished, there are always survivors. There are always those who will fight. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our... Together, we will put an end to the Absolute. The
road to Baldur's Gate is west of the town. If we hurry, we'll arrive before the Absolute's forces.
Тут вроде аж со всеми поговорил, нет? Вроде да. Тут точно со всеми. Этим поговорил, тем поговорил. Тут еще кто-то не респонд.
Back in last light, I was racking my brains how the... And then a blinding light cuts through the darkness like a blade through butter. Didn't think we'd make it without the old L Rider to lead us. But you did a damn fine job. I would. He didn't have any fight left in him.
The briefest hesitation as Ceres wars with old loyalties and wins.
I looked up to him. We all did. There are less mouths to feed, but we still need supplies for the road. We'll scout. Hopefully, we'll see you.
You're here. Good. Me? Oh, I'm fine. I'm just worried about the kids. I've been trying to cheer them up. We're writing a song together. But I think they're just humoring me. Maybe. I'd love to put on a show just for them. I need another bard. Maybe I'll find one in the city. Until then...
Боже, Барт.
The kids have been really down. I figured a concert would cheer them up. Or just... Yes! I've missed this.
Где исполнение? Ладно. Где заклинание играть на гитаре? Нет больше. А, вот.
You're lucky to be traveling with such a talented musician.
Need to find a way forward. What's inside? Seems like a good moment to talk.
Why, yes. Once I'll...
Molly's gonna come through those doors.
Helm's blessing.
Ладно, погнали. Сюда.
Line above. This must be a brewery or distillery.
I could use a drink after wandering these ruins.
Halflings and gnomes order here.
The payday gold in my pouch it.
Expect anything. He's been cursed to the hells and back.
Hungry for the slaughter. Yes, here.
turn.
Creator, destroyer.
These boots have seen everything.
There's blood in the air. Delicious. Be quick.
Heading there.
What fools these mortals be.
Very well.
Shall we cut and run?
Угу.
With the weave. Certainly. Torment!
Или бармен остался, получается. Как это включает тогда эту хуйню? стороны пусть.
Goes nothing. How much farther can I go? Anything of use? For me? What a day. With pleasure. One step at a time.
Research notes. They describe a powerful venom extracted from a rare purple worm. Distiller Thizabal Thorm sought to create a fatal poison using the worm's gullet. He procured several parts of a worm gullet, but rinsed one in error. The poison he brewed, Thizabal devoted months to formulating a deadly poison with the remaining ingredients. After exhaustive experimentation, he was able to make a near-deadly extract from the glands. But of the petals of the book's index reveals corpse roses may grow near tombs, mausoleum, Thistlewold enlisted a courier from Baldur's Gate to obtain corpse rose petals and other ingredients. Unfortunately, a deep purple stain darkens the final page, obscuring the parcel's destination. Your mind separates the black from the blue, revealing the stash's location. With the corpse rose petals the package contains, you might create Thistlewold's purple.
What have we here?
Be wary. This place is trapped. Is that blood? No, never mind. Time to press ahead.
To kill you. I won't make the same mistake.
Кого-то, товарищ. Порежем кто-то.
Got to press on.
There's blood in the air. Let's move.
А, аватара влакит.
At the ready. Time to kill.
Swords meet sorcery.
Больно, блин.
Moving. Take you.
Can't take much more.
Опять он Гейла бахнул. Как он так быстро Гейла бахнул второй раз?
better position.
No gloom, all doom.
Outflank, outsmart.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Ready. On my way.
Let's spill some blood. Don't linger. Let's play.
Psionic detector alerted us to the Yankee attack. Looks like Voss was good for his word. These boots have seen everything. Something good here, I hope.
Я потом смогу вернуться. Так, Екатерина.
What am I to do?
Я здесь. Где Астерион стоит? Прямо под Астерионом должна быть.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Enough sitting around. Let's go hurt someone.
On my way.
Возможно, просто эти алхимические запасы я уже отсюда забрал. Просто может такое быть. Спокойно. Еще, конечно, есть кусочек какой-то неисследованный. Давайте сгоняем туда. Скоро спать надо будет идти, наверное.
Let's get on with it. Let's try this way.
I've got a long road ahead. At the ready.
Time to meet your maker.
Death is but a word away.
Уже вообще несложные файты получаются. Теперь точно все.
The Absolute armies are on the march, and Baldur's Gate is their target.
Наверное, на этом мы и закончим. И отправимся во врата Балдура уже завтра. Я так думаю. Стрим я планирую часиков, наверное, 12 запускать. Так что, ребята, всем огромное спасибо за просмотр. Успехов и пока-пока.